Good morning to all of you present here. I am Amrapali Modak on behalf of Nagpur Shikshan Mandal, Shri Binsani City College, Nagpur. Welcome you all on today's second day session of career-oriented course in communication skills and personality development organized by the Department of English. Respected Principal of Shri Binsani City College, Dr. Sujit Maitre sir, the guest for our today's session, Ms. Harsha Borghare ma'am, Head of the Department of English, Dr. A.M. Shende sir, the organizing team members, respected teachers and dear students. I welcome you all for this second day session on non-verbal communication. किसी भी चीज के अस्तित्व में आने का कोई कारण होता है, वो कारण ही ना हो तो उस अस्तित्व का क्या लाभ? Take the example of anything like Earth has a reason for its existence. Water has a reason. Mobile phones has a reason. Plants, animals and you have a reason for the existence here. ये कारण है तभी तो इनका अस्तित्व है. आपकी इस धरा पर आवश्यकता ही आपकी सबसे बड़ी स्ट्रेंथ है. मान लीजिए किसी चीज की आवश्यकता ही खत्म हो गई तो क्या होगा? उसे फेंक दिया जाएगा. इसीलिए आपका किसी के काम आना ही उसके अस्तित्व का कारण और पहचान है. You are here on this beautiful earth to achieve something, to take your responsibility to work for something. समझ जाइए कि आप किसी के काम तो क्या स्वयं अपने काम ही ना आ सके तो क्या होगा? उत्तर आप भली भांति जानते हैं और खुद के या किसी के काम आने के लिए आपका सबसे बड़ा संबल है आपका व्यक्तित्व. अब मान लीजिए यदि व्यक्तित्व हो और उसमें कोई तत्व ही ना हो तो वो व्यक्तित्व कैसा? Now here I am not actually talking about the 5 elements from which we have made. I am talking about your way to building your principles of life. I am talking about the skills in your personality. आपके इस व्यक्तित्व को निखारने के लिए जो कदम हमने बढ़ाए हैं, आशा करते हैं आपके भी कदम डगमगाएंगे नहीं. तो इसी के साथ let's start our today's second session of the program. This live class will be for an hour and then we shall post the videos. You need to watch them carefully. Also ready for the experiential session, quiz and doubt solving session as well as assessments. You all have to update it daily with your assignments, quiz and feedback of the resource person. And today we have Ms. Harsha Borghare ma'am from our college to deliver her talk on the non-verbal communication. She is a Master of Art in English, has a SET qualified and B.Ed. Her area of interest is Indian writing in English, and now she is going to interact with you on today's topic, that is non-verbal communication. Welcome you, ma'am. Once again, welcome you all. Ma'am, please begin.
Good morning, everyone, and wonderful good morning to all students. Madam has already introduced me. Before start my lecture, I would like to express my gratitude to all respected dignitaries, the principal, Dr. Sujit Maitre sir, HOD of English department, Dr. Shende sir, Pranjali Kane ma'am, and English department. Thank you for giving me such a golden opportunity. Thank you so much. So students, before I start my lecture, I share my PPT presentation with you. So I am going to discuss with you today's topic, that is non-verbal communication. Okay, yesterday session, Neha Dhosar ma'am gives us very informative and important information about the communication. So in short, I want to explain it that communication means what. So communication means, we know very well that the communication means the exchange of thoughts, ideas, emotions and feelings. And here sender and receiver both are very important elements. Okay, along with that medium, channel and feedback. Okay, so now let's move to the PPT slides. See the first one. See the first slide. You notice by the title that today's topic is non-verbal communication, and I just put here one quotation, that is action speaks louder than words. Okay, so first we have to know about non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication means what? Non-verbal communication means it includes the process of communication, sending and receiving wordless message. Means words are not included in this non-verbal communication. Okay, this see means action speaks louder than words, means here your actions are very important. Your actions are very important, and it's most prominent than your words. Okay, let's see the second slides. Actually, I have to share this slides from my mobile, so it's okay. So see, we see that action speaks louder than words. Means here action stands for our body movements. Non-verbal communication is all about body language of the speaker and does not make use of words. You write it with actions. What you think is not important. It is only important what you do. Then see the next slides. There are two types of communication. There are two types of communication. First one is verbal communication and the next one is non-verbal communication. Neha ma'am already told you about the verbal communication, but in short, I'm trying to tell you that verbal communication is the use of words to share information with other people. It includes both spoken as well as written communication. Okay, and through our mobile phones, our calling, our written communication, our uh, letters, we just try to speak with the receiver. Okay, and I told you that receiver and the sender both are very important elements in communication process. Okay, then see the next one, non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication. Non-verbal Non-verbal communication is the communication other than oral and written, such as body gesture, eye contacts, body language, posture, tone of voice, or your facial expressions. It's called non-verbal communication. And non-verbal communication helps receiver in better interpretation of the message. Whatever the message sent by that sender, it very well understood by the receiver through this non-verbal communication, and it also includes the colors and signs and signals. We know that the colors, it just indicates something. Okay, so can you tell me about the colors uh, in our national flag? There are three colors. Okay, so please tell me which color what indicates. Can you tell me that? Anyone, please? I want your answer. Although this is non-verbal communication, but I just support my non-verbal communication with this. Okay.
Saffron color indicates strength and courage.
Yes.
White color, peace and truth.
Yes.
And the green color, fertility, growth, and auspiciousness of
Very
the
good.
land.
Exactly. So these colors indicates that. Okay. Then see, non-verbal communication helps receiver in better interpretation of the message. I already told you that. The next slide is we communicate the most when we are not speaking. Okay, means throughout the day we communicate through our non-verbal communication without talking anything. Okay, so see, only 7% of what we communicate is through words. Means हम 7% जो भी हमारा communication है वो हम words के through उसको communicate करते हैं, and 38% is through voice. Voice means what? Voice means just like sound or that type of sounds. It includes in that voice communication. Okay, and see, this is the figure that 55% communication we just do through our body language. Okay, and this is the graph. See, 7% words, tone of voice 38%, and body language with 55%. See the how we communicate with our body language with this non-verbal communication. Okay, then see the next slide. Okay, this is the function of communication. Functions means that non-verbal communication, how it functions, how it works in our life. Okay, so see, the first one is it repeat what is said verbally. Okay, then see, complement or clarify verbal meaning, contradiction, regulate verbal interaction, and substitute. Okay, so one by one I explain it. First one is repeat what is said verbally. Okay, so ma'am, please for previous slide, show the previous slide. Okay, so functions of communication. First one is repeat what is said verbally. Okay, so it repeats and often strengthens the message of non-verbal communication. Helps us in repetition. Means the message which we want to give verbally, it we use non-verbal method. It gives strength of our message. It supports our message. Means हम जो कुछ भी verbal communication करते हैं, तो उसे थ्रू द नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन क्या होता है, हम उसको सपोर्ट करते हैं, उसको हम स्ट्रेंथ देते हैं, उसको पावर देते हैं. प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ एवरीवन. Okay, so if we take the example that if we want to congratulate someone, अगर हमें किसी को congratulation करना है, okay, so हमें अगर किसी को congratulation करना है, तो you just raise your hands. And just raise your hands and douche. Echo sound. Okay, so see, repeat what is said verbally. So in this repeat, in this is repeated. Please tell me, my voice is clear or it's echo?
Echo. There is echo.
There is echo.
Echo, ma'am.
What happened? Okay, so repeat what is said verbally. Okay, so if we want to congratulate someone, we say congratulations verbally. Okay, but if you raise your hand and do shake hand with that person, so at the time what happened? The effect of the message enhance. कि आपका जो मैसेज का इफेक्ट है वो क्या करेगा, वो बढ़ेगा. कि आपका मैसेज कैसे होगा, इफेक्टिव होगा, एंड योर मैसेज बिकम स्ट्रांग. ओके, सो दिस इज द रिपीट what we said verbally. Okay, then see the next function of the non-verbal communication is complement or clarify verbal. Okay, so this non-verbal communication also give compliment, or it also clarify the verbal communication. Okay. So, for example, see, if the students get good marks, then what teacher say? Teacher just praises that person or that student and just patting on his shoulder and say that well done. Okay. So this happened in this compliment or clarify verbal meaning. Or many times we just use this compliment or clarify verbal meaning. Okay, it's clarify our meaning. Then see the contradiction, how it contradicts with our body language. Okay, so it can contradict the message you are trying to convey, thus indicating to your listener that you may not be telling truth. Means that contradiction, your body language and your verbal language, that contradicts each other. And at the time, it shows that you are telling, it means you are not telling truth, you are just lying at the time. Okay, so how it is, see the example. Okay, sometimes we verbally talk with someone, but your body language depicted another thing, and it carries incorrectness means that contradictions confuse the reader. For example, when we go someone house, okay, जब हम किसी के यहाँ जाते हैं, मेहमान बन के जाते हैं, so what happened? The host welcomes us. Host क्या करते हैं? हमको welcome करते हैं. And in Indian custom generally says that when you go somebody's house, you be polite. कि हमारे पेरेंट्स हमें बचपन से क्या सिखाते हैं कि आप पोलाइट रहो. Okay, and even you are hungry, don't show it. Okay, what they are saying, that even you are hungry, don't show that in front of that host. Okay, and so due to that customary, although we are hungry, we never show to that person in front of that host कि we are hungry. Okay, हम कभी दिखाते नहीं, किसी के यहाँ जाते हैं तो हमें भूख लगी है, ये हम दिखाते क्या कभी? कभी नहीं. So what happened at the time? That host, as a hospitality, she said that, or he's not he, but she said that, do you want something? So we said that no, we don't want something. And even she served some meal to us, or lunch, or any dinner to us. We said that no, I'm not so hungry. Don't give me that. Okay. So at the time, what happened? We just contradicts our body language with our verbal communication. Means the receiver may be confused at the time. Okay, so she maybe doesn't she's unable to understand what I should do. Okay, so that contradictions comes in that non-verbal communication. Okay, although she or see, when we are saying that no, I don't want, I'm not hungry, but our eyes, our gestures, our hand movements, it just shows that you want that food, you want that whatever she serves to you, you want that, you want more. And then she said that no, please take more rice, take one chapati, or please have one chapati. She said that. वो भी कहते हैं कि नहीं, आप थोड़ा लो, ऐसे करते करते हम भी लेते हैं. And she knows that this is, you are saying that out of your modesty, कि आप कितना modest, you just show that modesty. Okay, and it shows that she is very intelligent host, that she serves more rice to you, more chapatis to you, more meal to you, more food to you. So that contradictions comes in this non-verbal communication. Then see, regulate verbal interaction. How it regulate the verbal interaction? Okay, so verbal communication, it regulates this non-verbal communication. See, for example, in the class, if teacher says those who are sitting in the front rows, I'm just giving to assign 10 tasks for them. ये टीचर ने कहा कि जो भी रोज में बैठे हैं फर्स्ट रो में, जो 10 फर्स्ट रो में जो स्टूडेंट्स है, या उसके वो जो 10 स्टूडेंट्स है, उनको मैं कुछ तो भी असाइनमेंट देने वाली, कुछ तो भी उनको टास्क देने वाली. आई जस्ट असाइन दैट टास्क टू देम. Okay, so what she said? She said that I say one, then you say one. That student, he just converse with that student and say that I just say one, then you said one. I just said two, you said two. So at the time, what happened? When she said one, that student gets up and he says that one. Then two, two. Then she said that third. So he said that three. Okay, then four, four. So after completing 5 students, she just pointing that student. He just she just show her finger to that student. Then that student gets up and he just say 6, then 7, then 8, 9, 10. Means here teacher needs not continue with the verbal communication. She just pointing her finger to that person, that student, and he just gets up and says his numbers. Okay, so at the time this non-verbal communication, it just regulate our verbal communication. Then see the substitute, how it substitute that verbal communication. Okay, so it can substitute for verbal message. Your facial expressions often conveys more vivid message than words ever can. Okay, so the best example is that if you are not making if you are making lot of noise in the class, so what happened? That teacher just said, and at the time we automatically just understood that teacher wants to say that keep quiet in the class. Okay, so students immediately understand that. Okay, students immediately understand that and they just keep quiet. So this non-verbal communication, it just gives substitute to that verbal communication. We can use as a substitute, or we can say instead of that verbal communication. Okay, then see the next slide. Types of communication. So I'm today's in this today's session I'm just focusing on these types of non-verbal communication. There are 6 types of non-verbal communication. The first one is kinesics, or we can say kinesics. Okay, so this the pronunciation of this word is kinesics. Okay, so kinesics is related to our body language. Okay, means it includes our body language. Whatever the related to our body language, it includes in kinesics. Then haptics. Haptics related to touch. Then oculesics related to our eye contact and action of looking. Then paralinguistics. Paralinguistics is related to our voice. Okay. Then see proxemics. Proxemics means it's related to our distance or space. Okay. Then chronemics. Chronemics is related to time. Then I just explain it one by one. See the next slide. Students, please tell me you understood whatever I'm just explaining here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, nice, good. Okay, then see kinesics. Okay, so this word was coined in 1952 by Ray Birdwhistell. It is the name given to the study of body's physical movement. Okay, so kinesics is related to that physical movement, that body movement, that body language. Okay, then see body language. Body language means what? Body language means is the use of physical behavior. We use physical behavior in our body language and expressions and mannerism. Mannerism, that etiquettes of means how we we can say that common sense or that manners. Okay, to communicate non-verbally, often done instinctively rather than consciously. Instinctively means what? Instinctively means spontaneously rather than consciously. So in this kinesics, body language is very important, and body language also has 2 factors. Okay, it also divided into 2 types. I'm not including that, but just I'm telling you that voluntary and involuntary. Okay, see the voluntary body language includes namaste, handshake, that we are very conscious about it. Okay, in body language we are very conscious about our namaste, our handshake, and all the means all the that body language which is we are doing consciously. Okay, so in that voluntarily body language that includes. Okay, and involuntary what includes, but involuntary body language actually subconscious. It comes unconsciously, it comes suddenly. Okay, so this is the subconscious reflection of our innermost thoughts. Okay, and it is sometimes problematic because it comes unconsciously, so it sometimes problematic. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि unconscious जो भी thoughts रहते हैं वो हमें हमारे अगर abruptly वो बाहर आ जाए तो it becomes problematic for you. Okay, and we are doing as telling others through our body language. Okay, whatever comes that unconsciously, we just telling our innermost thought to the receiver or innermost thoughts to the other persons. Okay, so that body language it's divided into two types. Okay, then see the next slide. What is Kinesics? Okay, kinesics or kinesics communication is all about communication such as gestures and facial expressions. It is all about non-verbal behavior using any part of the body. Okay, means whatever related to your body that includes in that kinesics. Okay, it also includes communicating using the body as what all body movements convey meaning. Okay, so I gave here some picture because I in my PPT you will observe that I just included some pictures there because our means our topic is non-verbal communication. So I just want to we can say want to make my presentation very prominent or very strong through this presentation or through these pictures. Okay, so see here there are some positions of this person. The first one is he said that I'm sorry, and then here he said that I'm sorry. Then I'm here. If you are feel guilty, you just stand in this position. Then I'm tired. Okay, when you are tired, you just show this position that you are tired. Okay, so this is about kinesics. Then see elements of kinesics. Okay, that is kinesics. The elements of its are physical appearance, then gestures, then postures, eye contact, physical expressions. Okay, so these elements are included in kinesics. Okay, so here I gave you the picture. You can see that. Okay, here that lady shows us her facial expressions. Here touch means that it's related to haptics, we know that. And then eye contact, and then here see that gesture, it shows the gesture. Okay, then see the next slide. Physical appearance. The first element of that kinesics is physical appearance. Okay, so physical appearance is very important in our life. Okay, so it's due to your physical appearance you can communicate with the person. Means your first impression is the last impression, we know that. So you just communicate with that person. See this person. Okay, so I'm just giving the picture that this is the Samuel. Okay, we know that this is his name. Okay, he has 25 years old. He has short and brown hair, then has brown eyes and tall and thin. Okay, he has brown jacket, blue jean and brown boots also. We know that about his through his appearance. We just know all these things. Okay, so we just assume about his personality that Samuel is a happy and funny man. Okay, and he also active and outgoing person, and he is friendly. Why we are saying he is friendly? Because he has that doggy with him. So we are saying that he is friendly nature. He has that friendly nature. Okay. Then see the next slide. Yeah, it is also, I'm just continue with that physical appearance. Physical appearance. See, people see you before they hear you. Means before you are talking, before you say something to anyone, they just guess something about you by your physical appearance. They're just guessing something. Okay. So see, people see you before you hear, before they hear you. Personal appearance plays a vital role in communication. It plays the vital role in the communication. Then see, a person should dress according to occasion and situation. This is very important in our life. Ki whatever the occasion, whatever the situation, we just dress up to us with that situation, with according to that situation or that occasion. Okay, so if you tell me, if you are going to any meeting, for the meeting or for the school, if you are going for the college, how you dress up to you? आप ड्रेस कैसे पहनेंगे, क्या ड्रेस अप करेंगे? प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ एवरीवन, म्यूट योरसेल्फ. Anyone give me answer? Okay, so you just wear your if you have that uniform, you wear that uniform, okay, and you just dress up according to occasion. Means if you are going to college, you just wearing according to that. If you are wants to go into that wedding ceremony, you just dress up you according to that occasion or situation. Okay, then appearance maybe include clothes, jewelry, shoes, cosmetic, hair, etc. Means you are very aware about these things also. Means your clothes, your jewelry, your shoes, your cosmetics and hair. Means your hair will be well combed. Okay. Please everyone mute yourself. I just request you. Okay, and appearance develop a perception in the mind of the receiver. Means if you are a sender and other person is a receiver, your appearance, it develops the perception, how he his point of view, that person's perspective towards you, that person's point of view towards you, it just change due to your appearance. Okay, then see the next line is also I'm continuing with that. Clothing and appearance. Clothing and appearance as non-verbal communication tell uh, what we are, and it's also depend on our age, our gender, our status, and socio-economic class and race. Means if you are saying to your grandmother that wear these jeans and pant, so what happened? She wear it. She wear it or not? It happened. अगर आपने आपके ग्रैंडमदर को कहा कि जींस पैंट पहनो, तो ऐसे हो सकता है? होगा क्या? Give me answer. Hello? No. Okay. So that Vanshika said that no. So why it not happened? Because it her age becomes her age matters to that she not wear that type of clothes. Okay, and then appearance, your appearance is also very impactful, it's also very impressive. Okay, and when you are going to for your interviews, okay, after your graduation you will face your interviews, or in future you will face that interviews. At the time you should dress up very well. Okay, so if the boy is there, he just wear the simple clothes, simple casual clothes. Okay, that shirt or pant and tie also. And if there is any ladies, she should wear or she can wear the sari, or the we can say that any salwar suit वगैरह, whatever, it depends on that sector. Okay, so if you are talking about that teacher, so teacher, almost teachers wear sari. Okay, and after that they also wear the suit also. Okay, so that depends on your status, your socio-economic class, race, your gender, your age. Okay, and we have that mindset. हमारे दिमाग के अंदर ऐसे बैठा हुआ है कि अगर कोई पर्सन है, वो अगर कोई प्रोफेशन को बिलोंग करता है, तो हमारे दिमाग के अंदर ऐसे बैठा है कि वो प्रोफेशन में जो पर्सन है वो वही ड्रेसअप करेगा. अगर कोई नर्स है तो हमें पता है कि नर्स ऐसे ही ड्रेसअप करेगी, डॉक्टर है तो डॉक्टर ऐसे ही करेंगे, टीचर्स है तो टीचर वैसे, और अगर एडवोकेट है तो एडवोकेट का ड्रेसअप हमें बताता है. मीन्स इट रिवील्स देयर आइडेंटिटी, कि आपका वर्बल, आपका जो भी ड्रेसअप है, आपकी जो आइडेंटिटी वो रिवील करती है. आपको बताने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती कि आई एम डॉक्टर और आई एम एडवोकेट और आई एम दैट. Okay, if you are dressed up properly. So that clothing and appearance is very important. Non-verbal communication is an exact science, is not an exact science, is not a science. It just assumptions, it just you are guessing. Okay, and it is easy to make bad or false first impression based on what you wear and how you look. Okay, I told you that first impression is the last impression, and maybe it will be deceptive because all that glitters is not gold. We know that all that glitters is not gold. We can't say that this is a gold that is shining or that is glittering. And maybe appearance maybe maybe betrays to you, or maybe deceives to you, because so it depends on your judgment that you trust on that person or not. Only appearance means we can say every coin has two sides to it. Also applicable here that first impression is the last impression, and it also happened that appearance is deceptive, means that appearance also deceives to you. Then see the next slide. Next one, the next element of Kanizax is gesture. Okay, that gesture, it is the movement of part of the body. Okay, gesture, we know that very well, especially a hand or head. The gesture or the movement that doing by our hand or our hands or head, it included in this gesture. Okay, shoulders to express an idea or message. So it is the movement of our part of our body, especially our hands or our head, and shoulder to express an idea or message. So gestures add value to your words, or value to our words. Okay, the moment draws attention to what you are saying and draws attention to the important parts of your speech. Okay, so gesture, that hand gestures often helps to emphasize certain point of speech, strengthen the speaker's message as well as they depict feeling. Okay, whatever our feelings, whatever our emotions, whatever we just want to convey our message to that receiver, it just depend, or it gives that message strengthen to this gesture moment. Okay, then see the next slide. I gave you some pictures here. See the first gesture here. This person is see this person means here the person is one, but he gives some gesture here. See, first one is, he said that neutral head. He shows his neutral head here. Okay, and second one is he shows that he is interested. Whatever the speaker saying here, he just interested in that. Okay, and see the third one is he is shows his disapproval. Means he is not approved whatever speaker saying here. He is not showing his approval. वो अपना जो approval है वो दिखा नहीं रहे कि जो क्या बोलते हैं उसको कि सम्मति दिखाना, कि he is not agree with that. Whatever the speaker saying here, he is not agree, and he is interested. It has position shows that he is interested there. Okay, and this one, he is neutral, means he not give any we can say any feeling or emotions, and he is neutral there. Okay, then see here I give you that some hand gestures. Okay, first one is thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up. See, if anyone means it happened when you just say well done. Okay, if you are doing any good work, so that at time your teacher said that teacher shows this thumbs up and says that good or well done. Okay, then index finger means you repeatedly, if you want to call someone, if you want to calling someone, or repeatedly you just we can say calling to her or him towards you, at the time you repeatedly curling your index finger and say this one. Okay, this index finger most of the time use when any we can say any person, he just calling his dog or that, so that time he just said that. Okay, so see that index finger shows that. Then see the okay gesture. Okay gesture, it shows like that. Okay, if there is a one person or there is any girl who is far from you, कि वो बहुत दूर है वो गर्ल, और आप उसको, वो बहुत यानी प्रीटी लग रही है, ब्यूटीफुल लग रही है, यानी आप उसको कह नहीं पा रहे, means verbally you unable to say that. So what happened? At the time you just show her that this is just okay. So she automatically just approved that, and she we can say understood that what you want to say, and she said that yes. Okay, so that is the okay gesture. And then see the next one is like this V gesture. V victory. It shows victory when you are just we means you become or you just win the match, or at the time you just show that victory. And this is also shows the peace sign. Okay, peace, शांतता जिसको बोलते हैं कि उसका साइन जो है वो ऐसे रहता है. Then see the that is the corona gesture. Okay, this is new for us. The corona hand gesture shows a sign in European country as devil. Okay, and in many ways the world is becoming smaller. So that gesture shows that the world is becoming smaller. Okay, then see the next one. Here also I give you some gestures, hand gestures. See, this is stepping. Stepping means what? Stepping means that towering line. Okay, so that stepping, it shows when you just keep your hands in that type. It shows that your self-confidence, your intellectual arrogance. Okay, your intellectual, your intellectualness. It shows that your self-confidence. And these hand claps, it shows your anxiousness or you control, means you just control on your mind. So that shows that. Okay, then see nose touch. If you are talking with someone, that receiver, he repeatedly, if he touches his nose, so it just shows that he is doubted about you. He is doubted about whatever you are saying. Okay, so this is hand claps, this is nose touch, and it shows doubt. Okay, but कभी कभी ऐसे होता है कि अगर हमें नोज पे कुछ इचिंग होती है तो फिर हम नोज पे हाथ लगाते हैं, तो ऐसा इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि तब भी आप ऐसा थिंक करोगे कि वो आपके जो भी आप बात कर रहे हैं उसको डाउट यानी उस पे ऊपर डाउट कर रहा है. नो, इट्स नॉट हैपन. इट्स जस्ट इफ यू रिपीटेडली दैट टच द नोज एट द टाइम इट हैपन. देन L chin rest. L chin rest means he at the time in this posture he just critically evaluate to someone, critically evaluate to that receiver, that sender. Okay, so that type of position reveals that. Then mouth block. Mouth block is resisting to speech, your speech. Okay, is resisting means oppose your shows you are opposed to that speech. It shows opposed to speech. Okay, then see the next one, posture. Okay, posture is very important. Okay, so this accept again is very important to us. Okay, in our non-verbal communication. So whenever we involved in message, at the time how you stand, how you how you stand, how you sit, this is also form of communication. Okay, and because someone observes you, your action, someone judge you, means हम चाहते, or if you want to means हम चाहते, if you not just accepting that, you not just want that, your expression, your we can say your impression will be down. So at the time your posture will be in good manner. Okay, so posture is the way one stands or sits. It plays very important role in non-verbal communication. Your posture is important to convey a message, means that posture conveys your message. And at the time of interview, your posture is also very important. Means if you your entry in that room, in front of that panel, and your exit from that room, throughout that or during that period, that panel just observes your body language. They just observes your posture. Okay, so posture is very important, or we can say posture is one of the important element in this conversations. Okay, so here I gave that picture. This is a, we can say, see this man, he's just standing here, and he stands here open handed, means he is ready for receiving and giving the ideas or emotions and feelings, and whatever the questions or questions asked by the panel, he is ready for that. He is very confident. It shows his confidence. Okay, then see the next one. I'm just continue with this posture because this is very important. And good and straight postures indicates leadership and confidence. It just shows your leadership. It just shows your confidence. Okay, and if you are hunched shoulders, if you are just walking with hunched shoulders means what? जिसको हम कहते हैं कि झुके हुए जो shoulders रहते हैं, वैसे अगर हम चलते हैं तो it indicates lack of confidence. Okay, and passing low self-respect means you are not giving respect to us. You are not you are not confident about you. Okay, and this posture, it tells the audience that you are in control. It conveys the message that you have confidence in your competence. Okay, means in your competency you have that confidence. Then leaning slightly forward shows the audience you care. If you are a speaker and you just leaning and thoda झुकना, नीचे झुकना, so that shows that you are very careful about the audience. Then slouching means this type. If I am slouching, if I am just sitting here at this type, okay, so that slouching to the one side delivers the opposite message. It shows your disinterestedness. Okay, and I'm not able to see you that you are slouching or you are in good straight position, or what is your position. I'm not seeing that. So be careful about your posture. Okay, because I've delivered my lecture from here, but I couldn't see you. Okay, so how you are sitting there or standing there, I couldn't see. Okay, but you should be honest with you. Okay, or you should be honest with you. Then see, next slide is, okay, here I give some this picture that this man, okay, he's just standing. The first picture shows that she is lying. Okay, this posture, if your receiver is just standing in this posture, so you just somehow you just guess that she is or he is lying with you. Okay, and this folding of legs is just shows not open to communicating, means you are not open to communicating. You don't want to communicate. Okay, and this see, this shows that he just not means he's just not interested, or he's not able to not able to trust on you. Okay, and then menacing. Okay, so see this position, he shows that he's in hostile attitude. Okay, then he feels insecure, and that hand foldings, it shows that he is very aggressive. Okay, and folding arms reveals your disrespect, means you are just respecting to someone and you do not agree with him and you don't understand what the receiver wants to or what the sender wants to say. You don't agree with that. Okay, and this position it shows interestedness, and this hand gesture it shows or in this hand movement it shows your defensiveness. Okay, and the next one is it shows that he thinks that the sender is somehow stupid. Okay, and that we can say that movement it shows that he is impatient, means उसमें patience नहीं है and he is impatient and he is just ready for the leave from that communication. Okay, then see the next slide. This is eye contact. Okay, eye contact is very important in our life. Okay, so it is through eye contact you can just read the mind of the other person. Okay, so see, eye contact is a form of non-verbal communication and is through to have large influence on social behavior. Okay, the study of eye contact is sometimes known as oculesics. Okay, this is known as oculesics. Eye contact is also important in maintaining flow of conversation and gauging the person's interest and response. Okay, so it is very important in this non-verbal communication. Your eyes are very important. The eyes are the windows of the soul. Okay, eyes is considered as the window of the soul. Means it just reveals your soul, how it's okay. It reveals that. So they are most precious and most valuable source of non-verbal communication. Your eyes are very important. Okay, and it's due to your eyes you can interpret the mind of the other person. Okay, then see the facial expressions is also there. Okay, facial expressions, the human face is extremely expressive, we know that. Okay, and able to convey countless emotions without saying a word. Means हम कभी किसी के face से ही हम गेस कर सकते हैं कि जो भी पर्सन है वो यानी किस स्थिति से जा रहा है या क्या सिचुएशन है, या उसके ऊपर कोई प्रॉब्लम है, या ही इज वेरी हैप्पी, ही इज एंग्री, ही इज सैड. We just see that through that person's facial expressions. Means if our see that facial expressions here, she just reflects that she is bored here, and that position it shows that she is interested. कि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, ये पोजीशन अगर हम ऐसे बैठे हैं तो हम ऐसे कोई गेस करेगा जो भी सेंडर है कि आप बोर हो रहे हैं. और अगर ऐसे हम पोजीशन में हैं मैं लाइव जो हमारा ऑफलाइन क्लास है उसकी बात कर रही हूँ, ऑनलाइन में तो अभी कोई बेड पे लेटा होगा, कोई कैसे है कोई कैसे है, क्योंकि हम देख नहीं सक रहे हैं. आप मुझे तो देख रहे हैं बट आई कुडंट सी यू. सो एट द टाइम दैट टाइप ऑफ जैसे वो जो पोजीशन रहती है, वो जो एक्सप्रेशंस रहते हैं फेशियल के, उससे हमें पता चलता है. ओके, एंड इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्योंकि हम कभी हमारी बात करते ही जाते हैं और सामने वाले के एक्सप्रेशंस ऐसे है कि वो कह रहे हैं कि अरे हो गया अभी थोड़ा स्टॉप करो, ऐसे हो सकता है. तो एट द टाइम इट दिस टाइप ऑफ फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस जस्ट इट रिवील्स व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन इन द माइंड ऑफ दैट रिसीवर. ओके, देन सी द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. It's I'll continue with that facial expression. There are 6 basic facial expressions in this facial expression. See, first one is happiness. Happiness shows to that there is yes, this is joy, means happiness. Okay, and the second one is that surprise. Surprise, if you become surprised, so how you just show your facial expression. See, where is surprise? Where? This one. Okay, so that type of your facial expression just shows that you have become surprised. Okay, then see disgust. Disgust means just that you just don't want that things. That is disgusting. Please, I will say disgusting. So that disgust. Okay, so if you are disgust, you just show that type of expression. Then fear. Fear shows this. Okay, then anger. Anger shows that facial expressions, and sadness. Sadness, where is sadness? Yes, this is the facial expressions, and these facial expressions means happen, or we can say every person gives that type of facial expressions in different situations. Okay, then see the next slide. Next one is haptics. Haptics is related to touch, we know that. Okay, then haptics when we are see communication through the touch, we know that. Haptics touch, and at the time it just convey the connection with that receiver. Okay, and touch is the core of personal experience of five senses. We know that touch is included in that our five senses. Touch is the most proficient, most crucial, most important, the only capable of simultaneous input or output. Okay, so touch is very important in our life. I give you one example here. When you are patting someone's back, shake hands, or want to hug someone, at the time that touch or that haptics just convey the message to that person. Okay, so it just patting someone's back or handshake, or you just miss that haptics almost you just convey that message with your the parents. Okay, through the haptics. मीन्स मदर अगर हमें पास में लेती है, हमारा अगर क्या बोलते हैं कि बहुत प्यार करती है, तो एट द टाइम दैट टाइप ऑफ हैप्टिक्स कम्स. ओके, दैट इज also included in that concepts. Then next one is paralinguistic. Paralinguistics included in verbal and non-verbal communication also. Paralinguistics means it's related to voice. Okay, the whole role is dependent upon voice, means or we use means from the beginning of the day or the till the end of the day we use these paralinguistics. Okay, means voice. So it's included rate, volume and pitch. Okay, rate means what? Rate means speed at which you speak. अगर मैं आपको यहाँ पे स्पीडली अगर मैं कुछ बात कह रही हूँ कि सी आई जस्ट रीड दिस सेंटेंस. This is very important category in the verbal and non-verbal communication. The whole role is dependent upon voice. Means what happened? You just unable to understand anything else. So your maintaining that speed is very important in our non-verbal communication. Then volume. Volume, loudness or quietness of vocal speech. Okay, that is volume. We see this volume is important in our life also. Means कहाँ पे आवाज आपको बड़ी करके आपको बात करना है और कहाँ पे आपको लो आवाज में बात करनी है, तो this is very important. Okay, so volume, loudness and quietness of vocal speech. Okay, अगर हमारी मदर हमको किचन से आवाज दे रही है, आप बाहर है और आपको आपकी मदर आपको वहां से आवाज दे रही है, तो आपकी मदर आपको धीरे से आवाज नहीं देती, आपको क्या कहेगी? बड़े आवाज में आवाज देगी, थोड़ा सा साउंड को बढ़ा के आवाज देगी. ओके, सो दैट इज वॉल्यूम. ओके, एंड पिच. पिच मींस द हाईनेस एंड द लोनेस ऑफ वोकल टोन, कि आपका टोन कैसा है, कि आपको कहाँ पे कौन से वर्ड पे आपको स्ट्रेस देना है, कौन से वर्ड पे आपको थोड़ा धीरे बात करनी है. दैट इज इफ आई एम सेइंग हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू जस्ट, and if I'm saying happy birthday to you, so that is the pitch, happy birthday to you. So that is called the pitch of that voice. Okay, and it is very important for persuading the mind of the people. Okay, so अगर हमें किसी का ध्यान अपने तरफ करना है तो हम क्या करते हैं? थोड़ा सा साउंड को बढ़ा के चढ़ा के या फिर जो कुछ हमारे साउंड के साथ करना है उसको हम करके क्या करते हैं कि किसी का ध्यान हमारी तरफ परस्यूट करते हैं, उसका ध्यान हमारी तरफ खींचते हैं. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड द पिच, दैट इज कॉल्ड द we can say that paralinguistic. Okay, and it related to voice. Then see proxemics. Proxemics is related to distance or space, कि आपको किसके साथ कितना डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करना है. That includes in that proxemics. Okay, so when we communicate we need two people. We know that receiver and sender is very important in communication process. Okay, so we need two people there. we maintain some distance to the receiver, कि receiver के साथ यानी receiver कैसा है, कि receiver हमारे कितने close है, it depends on that, कि receiver के साथ हमें कितना distance maintain करना है. So proxemics is a type of non-verbal communication and it is the study of how we communicate space around us. Okay, कि हमारे जो भी space है, कि हमारे जो भी around जो space है उसके ऊपर ये depend करता है. तो intimate distance हमें रखना है 0.5 to 1.5 feet. Okay, means low than 1 meter. इंटीमेट डिस्टेंस में लो देन 1 मीटर. तो इसमें कौन से रिलेशंस आते हैं इंटीमेट डिस्टेंस में? इफ यू जस्ट शेक हैंड विद द receiver at the time, you just maintain that intimate distance at the time of hug or at the time of touch. Okay, so at the time you just maintain that intimate distance. Then personal distance में blood relations आते हैं और क्लोज जो भी हमारे फ्रेंड्स है, इंटीमेट फ्रेंड्स है, वो आते हैं. एंड एट द टाइम यू टॉक विथ योर टीचर, कि हमारे टीचर के साथ और या भी हमारे पेरेंट्स के साथ जब हम कम्युनिकेशन करते हैं, एट द टाइम हम पर्सनल डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करते हैं. टीचर के साथ मीन्स अगर टीचर के साथ हमें कुछ पर्सनल बातें करनी है, हमारा कुछ इशू बताना है या कुछ बात करनी है, एट द टाइम हम वो डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करते हैं. ओके, देन सोशल डिस्टेंस is means at the time of we can say at the time of formal meeting or at the time of formal communication, or you just talking with that unknown person, at the time social distance maintain. Okay, and public distance कब maintain होता है? public distance जब speaker बात करते हैं तब public distance maintain होता है, और टीचर जब क्लास में जब क्लास कंडक्ट कर रहे होते हैं तब public distance maintain होता है. So personal distance 2 to 4 feet means 1 meter, then social distance 2 meter 4 to 12 feet, and public distance 12 to 24 feet means 3 meter की दूरी पे हम ये distance maintain करते हैं. Okay, then see the next slide. Chronemics. Okay, chronemics is related to time. Okay, देखो टाइम भी इतना इम्पोर्टेंट है नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन में. So see, chronemics is the study of how human being communicate through their use of time, कि हम हमारा टाइम यूज करके कैसे कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, that communication is included in this chronemics. Okay, so we attempt to control time, trying to use it more effectively. Okay, due to that chronemics we just control the time. I will give you that example. See, if your exam is going on, कि हमारा एग्जाम है और आपको 3 आवर्स का टाइम दिया है, और अभी तो ऑनलाइन एग्जाम है तो 1 आवर का टाइम दिया रहता है, और आफ्टर दैट ऑटोमेटिक जो लिंक है वो क्लोज हो जाती है और हम अपना पेपर जो है वो कभी कभी सबमिट नहीं कर पाते. सो एट द टाइम you just realize that time is very important, कि तब हमें लगता है कि टाइम की कितनी इंपॉर्टेंस है, कि 1 आवर में मुझे इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करके मुझे सबमिट करना है. Okay, and then good timing is crucial. We just realize that good timing is very crucial. It is very important, and you should rehearse a formal presentation until it is little underlined. Okay, means formal presentation के टाइम या फिर जो भी हम at the time जहाँ पे टाइम की इम्पोर्टेंस है वहाँ पे हम टाइम को कैसे यूज करना, उसकी हमें एक तो रिहर्सल कैसे होती है. कॉलेज में देखो रिहर्सल कैसे होती है कि आपके जो भी है पेपर्स लिए जाते हैं या टेस्ट पेपर लिए जाते हैं, तो उससे क्या होती है, रिहर्सल होती है. तो उससे हमें पता चलता है कि टाइम कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है और कितने टाइम में हम सबमिट कर पाते हैं कि नहीं पाते. सो दैट इज included in this chronemics. So it is little underlined because staying within time limits is a mark of courtesy and professionalism. Okay, so it just indicates your courtesy and your professionalism. Then see the next slide. Here just we before the slide before slides come in this slide, we just completed our kinesics. Okay, now come to this how to improve our non-verbal communication, कि हमारा non-verbal communication है उसको हम improve कैसे करें. Okay, so first one is that nod your head to convey that you agree. Okay, so जब भी आप एग्री होते हैं तो आप आपके जो हेड है उसको कैसे आपको एग्रीनेस दिखाना है, कैसे आपका जो भी अप्रूवल है वो कैसे दिखाना है, तो आपको वो थोड़ा सा आपको उसकी स्टडी करनी पड़ेगी और उसको समझना पड़ेगा कि इफ आई एम एग्री हाउ आई नॉट माई हेड, कि मुझे अपना हेड कैसे हिलाना है। अगर आप एग्री है और आप ऐसे ऐसे हेड हिला रहे हैं तो दिस इज द रॉन्ग मैसेज। ओके, सो फर्स्ट जस्ट यू अवेयर अबाउट योर head position or however you're nodding your head, then smile and show interest. Okay, your smile is very important here, and through that smile you just shows your interest towards that speaker. Okay, then see, we know that smile can put the people around you. Okay, only you just connected with the people through your smile. First you give your smile, then you automatically connected with that people. Okay, and it appears welcoming and polite and encourages people to listen to you more. Okay, it's connected you with the people very positively. This is the very positive sign that you give smile here. Okay, then lean forward to show speaker your interest. Okay, अगर आपको आपका इंटरेस्ट शो करना है तो आपको कैसे वहां पे आपको क्या इंप्रूवमेंट करना पड़ेगा कि आपको थोड़ा सा लीन फॉरवर्ड, थोड़ा सामने झुक के आपको वो जो स्पीकर जो भी यानी जो भी लेक्चर कन्वर्ट कर रहा है या जो भी स्पीक कर रहा है वो आपको वहां पे सुनना पड़ेगा। एंड यूज टोन ऑफ वॉइस दैट मैचेस योर मैसेज। और जब भी आपका मैसेज है, आपको जो भी मैसेज कन्वे करना है उसको आपको टोन क्या यूज करना है, उसके लिए आपको पीच क्या यूज करनी है, उसके लिए आपको क्या वॉल्यूम कैसे रखना है, इट शुड ऑल्सो just you alert about that. Okay, means it should also know to you. Okay, then there are some more elements, we can say that elements, that we can say that ingredients that we can just improve our body from that. First one is be energetic. Okay, if you are not energetic, if you are dull to convey your message, or if you are dull in to convey your lecture, what happened at the time? The audience become bored. Okay, so you should very energetic at the time, you should not lethargic. Okay, so that is very important. Then see, taste your body. Okay, हमें क्या करना है, अपने बॉडी को टेस्ट करना है कि हमारी बॉडी जो भी है, एज अ एक्सपेरिमेंट बेस्ड हम बोलेंगे कि ऑब्जर्व योर बॉडी मूवमेंट्स, कि एक वीक के लिए या 1 मंथ के लिए जो भी है, हमारे जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज है उसको हमें ऑब्जर्व करना है कि कौन से टाइम पे या कौन सी सिचुएशन में मैं कैसे रिएक्ट करती हूँ या कैसे रिएक्ट करता हूँ. सो you should be alert about that, means taste your body. Okay, and then understand how your feelings affects you physically. जो भी आपके emotions है, means emotions have both mental and physical effects. So feelings such as frustration, boredom, strength, or delight, all have different influence on your body. That we can say that feelings, that emotions, that boredom, that frustration, it all impacts your body. So here I give you that example. If you might notice a tight stomach when anxious, whenever you are anxious, you just notice that some people, this happened with some people, that their stomach become tight. कि हमें लगता है कि हमारा स्टमक बहुत टाइट हो गया है, क्या होता है. तो हमें ये ऑब्जर्व करना है कि आपकी बॉडी तब कैसे अफेक्ट करती है. Means you should understand that. Okay, then see, act intentionally in your non-verbal communication, means act consciously, act very we can say spontaneously in your non-verbal communication. So be mindful while using body language or facial expressions when communicating with others. Try giving a positive gesture when you are alert, open and contained in your surrounding. If you are anxious and confused about a piece of information, you can use a furrowed brow. Furrowed brow means like this. Okay, and as a form of body language, you emphasize what you are saying verbally. Okay, then last one, I'm just telling you that find and use others effective non-verbal communication. कि आपको क्या करना है, जो भी आप जिसका जो भी आपके लिए आइडियल पर्सन है, आपको उनका ऑब्जर्वेशन करना है कि वो खुद का नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन कैसे कन्वे करते हैं, या नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन वो कैसे we can say how he rapport with the audience, with the that students, with the society. ये सब आपको ऑब्जर्व करना है कि how he just convey his message with that people. Okay, then this is about how to you improve your non-verbal communication skill or your body language. Okay, so this is very important. I hope you understood. Okay, then see the next one is becoming a non-verbalist. Okay, if you are just assume that you are non-verbalist, how to identify a liar, कि जो भी पर्सन है वो झूठ बोल रहा है, ये आप कैसे गेस करेंगे, कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे. सी स्वेटिंग, biting, sweating or biting of fingernails, chewing of inside the mouth. These are the, we can say that in this, if he is a liar, so he just do that type of activity. Okay, that type of movements of his body. So sweating means we can say that pasina ana. Okay, biting the fingernails, then chewing of the inside the mouth. कि अंदर ही अंदर वो अपने माउथ के जैसे होठों को दबाना, ये करना, वो yeah, that type of activities. Okay, he just did that type of activities. Then drying up the mouth. Okay, yeah, then covering the mouth, cover करके mouth को बोलना, बात करना mouth को. So that type of activity happened with that liar. Okay, then rubbing the nose continuously. If he rubbing the nose continuously, that just we assume that he is lying to us. Okay, then this is if they are bad liars or they are lying to someone that knows them well. Okay, some people are excellent liars and can mask all of the above. Okay, then come to the last slide of this lecture. Okay, see, I just quote here some quotation. Of all the things you wear, your expressions is the most important. Okay, so apart from the material accessories, the expressions that your face can give, that is most important. You can smile, you can frown, you can give mysterious look, you can give satisfied look, so that other person understands more from your expressions than from the things you wear. Means what you wear is not very important. Okay, the most important expressions is smile. Okay, because smile is something that increases your face value, so keep smiling. Okay, and I just forgot one thing here, that in non-verbal communication, silence is very important. Silence also very important. Okay, so if you are silent, okay, अगर घर में हम कभी आप साइलेंट मेंटेन करो और शांत रहो, तो क्या होता है, कब हम शांत रहते हैं, जब हम बहुत गुस्सा होते हैं, किसी ने कुछ कह दिया, या फिर ऐसे लगता कि नहीं किसी के साथ बात ही नहीं करनी है, at the time you maintain that silence. Okay, so that silence reveals the message also. Okay, ये आप साइलेंट है तो घर वालों को समझ जाता है कि नहीं कुछ तो भी गड़बड़ है या कुछ तो भी हुआ है, तो ये maintain the silence. So that silence is also reveals a lot of message to the receiver. Okay, so silence is very important, and the most important expression is smile, because smile is something that increases your face value. So keep smiling, and the last slide of this is thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much to everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for having with us and interacted with our students. Ma'am has given a detailed note on non-verbal communication. Really, ma'am, action speaks louder than words. I hope the students have learned the importance of non-verbal communication well. Now I would like to call Mr. Manish Kumar Chauhan sir to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you for this wonderful session, ma'am, Harsha ma'am. Good morning all. I take this immense pleasure now in extending my sincere thanks to honor today, which actually working on our same college, Harsha ma'am. She has shared her views about verbal and non-verbal communication, which is very essential when you want to improve your communication skill. Generally, we have assumption that communication includes only verbal communication, but there are lots of section that is being involved when you communicate, and that I hope you have understood that she has delivered through her PPT. It was really wonderful session. I again thank you so much, ma'am, for giving such wonderful insight about communication. I again would like to thank you, Pranjali Kane ma'am, for guiding us and for her contribution to this entire initiative. I would like to thank our entire team, those who are working to make this event a grand success. And this session would really helpful for students also. I would like also to thank Dr. Shinde sir for his valuable guidance, and I thank all the participants who have attended this session. Thank you. Once again, thank you all.